Konnichiwa, hello everyone, and welcome. My name is Jason. I have a little channel here on YouTube called Myargonauts, and I vlog mostly about living and working as a teacher in Japan, specifically rural Japan. And I am a partner, and I got an email recently from the YouTube central office, if you will, here in Japan. And they're a little concerned, and they wanted some of the partners to hopefully make some videos that will address this concern. And the concern is that tourism is way down in Japan. Now, it's understandable. All of you know, if you're watching this video and you have any interest in Japan, or if you've just been alive in the past month, that there was a terrible earthquake and tsunami in Japan on March 11th. The Chuukoku region of Japan and, of course, the ensuing problems at the Fukushima nuclear plant have caused great concern here in Japan, and it's an ongoing problem for those of us that live here in the country. But people are canceling tourism packages and trips and vacations and changing plans, even though they're not going anywhere near the affected areas. You know, to places like Osaka, Nagoya, Kyoto, and even as far away as Hiroshima or even Fukuoka, way down in Kyushu. And this is just silly. Hopefully some of us will come on and we're going to tell you some good things that you can do in other parts of Japan. And you just have to realize, you know, Japan is a relatively small island nation, but the devastation is only in one small part in northern Japan, north of Tokyo. So there are plenty of other amazing opportunities to come and visit Japan and things to do here that don't involve that region. And hopefully through the efforts of many people, that region will recover and you can go and visit there sometime soon. But please don't put off plans to come to Japan. It's very safe. Now, I've always said that Japan is a safe country. And usually that referred to, you know, being able to walk around at night, not worrying about your belongings or getting mugged, etc. But now it seems like we have to reiterate that saying that Japan is safe in regards to, you know, the air quality and eating and everything else. In my area of Japan, I live in the Chugoku region. And this is a region that comprises Okayama-ken, Hiroshima-ken, Shimane-ken, Yamaguchi-ken, and Tottori. And it's in kind of southwestern Honshu. It's very rural for the most part. And we get some tourists, a lot of Japanese tourists, people that want to come out here and see famous places from Japan, but not so many tourists from Western countries. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about Shimane, which is where I first came to live when I first came to Japan in 2004. I've lived here now for just about 6 years. I love it here. And I'm kind of taking a break from YouTube. I kind of constantly made videos for about 3 years solid, and I've got some things going on that I need to take care of, but I felt this was so important that I would make another video. And I've got some blank space over here, and hopefully I'll be putting up some pictures, and Darth Tater is helping me. Well, he's just really kind of off camera lending me support. Shimane-ken. So Shimane-ken is a very rural prefecture. It's usually tied for most rural prefecture in Japan. But we have some really amazing things that you can come here and see. And, you know, I don't want to take anything away from the vloggers that live in places like Osaka and Tokyo, the two biggest cities in Japan. There's lots, and they're amazing cities, and there's reasons why people live there, and there's lots to see and do there. But there's, you know, there's a feeling that it's almost a separate Japan from where some of us live that live more in a rural area. And so I used to live in a tiny town called Taisha, and Taisha has Izumo Taisha. It has a great lighthouse, Hinomisaki Lighthouse, Todai. It has Matsue Castle. And you can go out to the Oki Islands. They're just off the coast of Shimane and considered part of Shimane Prefecture. And lots of we have a World Heritage Site. The Iwami Ginzan silver mines are nearby. We have a very tall mountain, Mount Sambe, in the middle of the prefecture where people go for hiking, and it's just so beautiful and full of nature here. Speaking of hiking up Mount Sanbe, you know, even though the Western media might have moved on from the story that was the earthquake and tsunami, those of us living here, it's a day-to-day reality. It's on the front page of the paper every day, what people are trying to do, the stories from survivors, how the government is going to address the needs of the people in that region. So some friends that I have back in Shimane, where I used to live, you know, when I was in the JET program and teaching English, are getting together with a bunch of Japanese people, so Westerners from all nations, and local Japanese folk, and they're trying to raise money for a charity hike. They're going to walk up Mount Sanbe and walk back down all the way to the top of the mountain, I believe. They're trying to raise $10,000 to go to some charities that support the people in Tohoku. So if you can and you feel like you want to give to that, I'll put links down in the description box. You can click on that, sanbehike.com. Feel free to go over there and check that out. The guys have worked really hard on the website. It's bilingual in Japanese and English, and please check that out. Also, you know, just don't forget about rural Japan when you're thinking about travel plans. There's so much to see. Like I mentioned, Izumo Taisha, and I'll perhaps pop another picture up here. It's a wonderful shrine, very, very surrounded by nature, quiet, peaceful, and probably the second most important Shinto shrine in Japan, next to one, well, yeah, next to the one called Ise Jingu. So, you know, there's places like that scattered, and, you know, onsens, and you know, Shimane is on the Sea of Japan coast, so very far away from the tsunami happened on the Pacific Ocean side of Japan. We're closer to Korea, and we're on the Sea of Japan side over here. And it's just some beautiful rugged coastline and just lots to see and do here, especially if you can come over here and maybe rent a car and drive. So please consider coming out. Don't put off plans to come and visit. And if you want more information about some other rural places in Shimane, I used to make lots of videos around town, etc. So I'll put a link to a playlist down below. I have over 300 videos on my channel, but a lot of them are about living here and being a teacher, and which is what I do now. I teach English at a university now, and I just love living in Japan. So please come out and visit us. And if you contact any prominent J-vlogger, I bet you they can tell you some off the beaten path places to go that aren't the big cities. So remember us when you make your travel plans, but by all means come to Japan. It's very safe. There's no problems. Day-to-day life we're trying to get back to as normal as we can here. So thanks to YouTube for this opportunity, and if you're new to my channel, I appreciate you coming by. To all my longtime subscribers, thanks for hanging in and all the nice comments on the last video, and we'll see you again soon. Okay, peace. Dark Tater says goodbye. See ya. Sayonara.